They'll be calling you a radical, so the numbers are out. The Pacific Salmon Council has been meeting for a week in Portland. I was in Northern California when they were meeting, and I got to tell you, you don't get what kind of pressure they are under by the ecology. So, again, the science fiction economics, the fake economy, which is no economy, trumps the ecology. Literally, again, trumps the ecology, as the insanity of your greed and money, 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 money. Come fishing, come fishing. You traded in your, I mean, they're trading in your health, the health of the whole world, the ecology from the sea, for some asshole's wealth. So, get this. So, let me lay this out. It's spread out all over the internet. I mean, so you got all kinds of different Oregon papers reporting fairy tale feel-good lies. Washington, fairy tale good feel. Here's the bottom line, because that's who these print media is, in newspaper, in Oregon, whatever. Now, let me lay out the reality to you. So, they're saying last year's was because of horrible commissions in 2015. What? Chinook go to sea for 5 years. Not 1, not 2, 5. So what's that got to do with anything? It's too cold, it's too... Now, hear me, this is important. They're talking about last year's catastrophe number. Last year's catastrophe, right now we are tracking at less than 50% of last year's catastrophe number. Remember, it was too... The water was too high, remember? Remember? Oh, they're just late. They never did show up. There is 101... you heard me right. 101 for the year Chinook in the Columbia right now, in the entire drainage. What? So, you know, me and Tim used to work on this, figured up how much money's being sent per fish caught. We used to, you know, we had it up to 200,000. I put it well over $1 million. Because here's the scam. They know there's no fish, but the ignorant American populace is going to show up anyway, because print media all over in Oregon and Washington say, oh yeah, and then they'll say, oh, sorry, bro. I was talking to a kid right over here the other night from Oregon. He says, yeah, we go up fishing. I says, how many fish you caught in the last 3 years? None. What? How much you paying? I mean, $4.50 a day, 6-seater boats. I mean, that's the pressure they're under on these retail fishing guides. And then the commercial guys, fuck, they'll catch the last fish. They don't give a fuck. So California's been, okay, so here's the bottom line. The Klamath was all closed, right? Completely 100% closed for the whole year last year. They've reopened it just for a few days. Now, here's the scam. Now, hear me out. In Oregon, they're saying, oh, yeah, how great news. We're giving them 100 days. Most of Oregon, they're not even considering opening until June 23rd, till Labor Day. They know that there'll be an emergent closure between now and then. They're watching these numbers. They're seeing the same numbers I'm seeing. This catastrophe that's coming in. Kevin Blanch is the only one on earth that hypothesized this to the exact science, because I plugged in Fukushima. They didn't. So it's amazing to me. So stay with me. They cut the quotas in Washington. The quotas have been slashed in the state of Washington for the retail guys. By over 40%, they slashed them. Okay? You heard me right. 40% off. And the commercial guys, 40% slash in quotas. And that can be changed at any time. Now stay with me. So the Klamath, they says, oh, the economic burden and the hardship was so hardcore in Southern Oregon and Northern California. They know, they're looking at the numbers that I'm looking at. They're worse than even last year. But we got to open it. We've got to give these guys, because they know that people will advertise, say, hey, come fishing. And people will go. They'll go. And they'll say, oh, God, sorry. They'll pay, I mean, they'll spend $2-3 grand to go up there and fishing, you know, stay in the hotels, because the Chamber of Commerce has got a hold of the Mitchell Act. What's the Mitchell Act? The Mitchell Act is, you know, the act that was clear back in 1934 to give these guys, to restore the salmon. Now, this hypothesis, this is the blob worm, is bullshit. Total bullshit. I mean, they come up with everything. I mean, really bullshit. There's a study out now, this professor saying there's too many salmon. Now, look, there was a couple, the sockeye. Now, remember, the sockeye salmon are the much lower species. Just like in the tide pools when the algae moves in, much lower species. You know, there's a surge in certain areas of those last year, but only in a very limited area. The Chinook is the tail, this tail. They're in epic collapse. We had record returns in 2015. Record, that's right, record. They grandstanded in 2013 all over the internet. Oh, look, we had over 1 million. back in the Bonneville. The Bonneville's the first dam. They got to go through. So we count, I mean, we don't count dead starfish. I do. We don't count dead whales. Oh, I do. Kevin, you just think it's all coincidence. We just think it's all a fucking coincidence that the tide pools died post-Fukushima. That's all coincidence, bro. You know, too warm, too cold. Now the other hypothesis, oh, sea lions are eating them. What? Sea lions have been eating salmon for millions of years. What? Sea lions are... Oh, but there weren't dams. There's been dams for 70 years. Then why do we have record returns of Chinook salmon in 2015? Huh? Oh, it's orcas eating them. Orcas, yeah. Orcas never eat. Oh, the water's too warm. The water's too high last year. The number's tracking lower than last year. It's a catastrophe. I'm here to tell you. There were 2 in the fucking Bonneville last year. What should there be for the day? 600, 700. It's on. The season is on. They're not coming. No one knows it. Their boys are out there. But again, they crack. Because these fuckers know you guys will come and sit your fucking assholes right in their seats at $4.50 a day. Oh, sorry, it was windy today, bro. Sorry. Better luck next year. Yeah, we went to the bar, got drunk. Fishermen who can't fish, skiers can't fish, surfers. It's just coincidence. It's just coincidence. All the tide pools are dead post-Fukushima. Where's the starfish? Show me the fucking starfish, you fools. Ha! I'll post. Kevin Blanch. I says, they'll crash in 2016. This is important. Chinook salmon go to sea on an average of 5 years. Record returns in 2013, 14, 15. 1.2 million, 1.3 million, 1.3 million. 3.7. Expected return based on escapement in 2016. 1.7 million. Came in at 680,000. Now remember, this is by weight. I mean by number, not by weight. They're coming in skinny, they're coming in sucked up, they're coming in weight. 2017, expected return based on escapement. NOAA, ODFW, WDFW, all these freaking regression they ran. Expected return was 2.3 million. Came in at 480,000. Remember last year? Oh, they're just late. Oh yeah, 3 fucking years late. They're dead. Now they're at least admitting that it's the ocean conditions. It took me 5 years, just like it took people. It took me a year and a half to convince anybody there was even one nuclear meltdown at Fukushima, Japan. That's for real. I'm the only one screaming it. You know, now it's, you know, the frogs have been boiled fucking nicely. It took me a year and a half to convince anybody there was even one fucking meltdown. It took me 2.5 fucking years fighting for my life full of fucking cancer, walking the coast of California. I was sent home to die with hospice. I got cancer in fucking 2011. In the fall of 2011, Fukushima piled on me. It took me 2 years to even convince anybody the tide pools were dead when the fucking, it was right at their feet. These Chinook salmon go to sea for 5 years. So again, they've slashed the quotas off the state of Washington by 40%. In Oregon, yeah, they've opened it, they say. Now this is all a dog and pony show. So you retailers can sell trips. See, it's open. Because if they close it, if it's emergency closed, nobody's going to book a trip, right? Nobody. But if they keep it open just for a couple days here and there, you know, okay, so we're going to open on what? June 23rd. They know, they're watching the numbers. They can emergency close at any time. We'll throw you a bone here. We'll throw you a bone there. We got alternative fishing up here. You can fish. I mean, the whole ecology's collapsed. But again, the smoking gun is the Chinook salmon. Because we count every fucking one of them. Sonar. We have sonar on the wells, NOAA. They won't show us the data. They have it. They have drone footage. They know every fucking well. They're collapsing, by the way. The Hawaii fucking Foundation is reporting. I talked to them. They're reporting a 60% collapse year over year on Maui. On their fucking numbers. So, and that's the well, but no one knows. Barry and Obama, the same thing with Trump. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man. I be the first guy into the fucking Trump Towers. I was there the night of the election. I was standing right fucking there. Abi's the first one in to cover up the kingpin. Fukushima, the nuclear energy cartel. I mean, you really, what a scam this is. What a fucking shakedown this is. I mean, I'm blown away. I mean, I'm the only one that I possibly, because I plugged in Fukushima into my regression. You can run, it blew their mean, all the hell. They're like, what? So obviously, they go to see. So expected record returns, when we had record returns in 2015, 2014, expected, all of a sudden they just crash in 2016, they go to sea for 5 years. Something obviously must have happened to the ocean, which they call the pasture. It's not a fucking pasture, it's their home. Something obviously must have happened in something drastically must have happened in 2011. What happened? A meteor hit the earth? Huh, something? Oh, Fukushima. With Fukushima, they never got a handle on it. Why did they never get a handle on it? They didn't even fucking try. USS Reagan, 32 ships sent in, radiated the shit out of those guys. They've been suing for 4 years. I've been handling that case, juggling it. That case was ruled to go forward so fucking long ago, still hasn't. Because General Electric runs the fucking world. And it's all about your, I mean, you've fallen for it. You've drank this Kool-Aid, this science fiction economics. I mean, it's simple. It's real simple. In this fucking generation of baby boomers and their dumb fucking selfish, air-sucking, arrogant fucking thing, you think you're on the winning team, you think you're going to get rich, you think the zenith of life is comfortability, you all measure each other by how much money you think each other has in your fake fucking real estate fucking bubble. It's the economy over the ecology. The economy trumps the ecology. Literally trumps the ecology. I mean, what a thumbprint fucking Trump. Fuck, he's just as bad as Barry Antoinette Obama. Scumbags. Fucking... Go along with the winning team, right down to cancer. Huh. You traded in your fucking health. All of you did. Everybody did. You know, not our small group. For someone else's wealth. I was given 2 months to live. Sent home with hospice. I'll tell you what. You're in that bone marrow transplant, sucking out, going in and out of a coma. My little fucking rock with me, clinging on. I sure wasn't dreaming about girls or money. I can tell you that. You know. Wow. What a fucking commentary. So these are the dates. So you read into Oregon media, you live in Washington media, it's all over. I mean, it's such fucking grandstand bullshit. Look, print media got destroyed by the internet, right? So they have to bow to these assholes. There's no investigative journalists. They just go around because the Chamber of Commerce tell them what to report, how to report it. Just like here in Weber County. Fucking crooked county commissioner under police investigation, freaking poisons everything. I'll put up another video. Don't care. You know, they go along with the winning team. They do what they're fucking told, just like you do. Just like in YouTube. We get 80,000 views on a video in one fucking week. Then we get down to 200. They control this whole fucking thing, but it's all we have. We don't have any other fucking media. Where are we going to go? CNN, Fox News, Alex Jones, Paul Bagley. I mean, he's a prophet. Fuck, you think they get everything wrong? I mean, it's insanity. That's the bottom line. Don't fall for this, oh, this is good news. It's bad news. They even admit it. And the ocean, it's just the blob. It's fucking too many salmon. It's fucking too cold. It's too hot. It's too just right. It's too much water. It's not a fucking enough water. Well, I mean, it's acidification. What caused the fucking blob? What caused acidification? Hello? This is an acute collapse. Oh, it's sea lions. It's orcas. It's your kitchen sink that gave you fucking cancer. Can't be Fukushima. Fucking. You traded in your health for somebody else's fucking love. There's the dates. So... You know, you can go through them, but that's it. I'll post another video on this. You know, I really, at this point, I don't care. Our small team, thank you to everybody who supported this historic work. It's been a long day. It's been a long fucking month. It's been a long 7 fucking years. Stay tuned.